sunshine, rocking the good time with all our friends. Easy and carefree, out in the summer breeze, loving a simple thanks for hours on end. Right about sundown, we lay on the ground, count on the stars as they come out one at a time. Ain't this a sweet life?
Hey everybody, I'm X Factor winner Tate Stevens, and welcome to the Sweet Life Podcast, where we talk about everything from music, sports, food, entertainment, and, well, just living the sweet life. All right. Hey, everybody. Thanks for listening. Thanks for joining us. It's me, Tate Stevens, as always, and along with me is AJ Crunk.
I'm along with you.
Along with me every time, every week, which is good. Okay, so this week, obviously, Thanksgiving. We're rolling into one of my favorite times of year, which is Christmas, because I get a lot of stuff, and I love it. I know a lot of people are like, because I like giving gifts. Nope. I like getting them.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it's my favorite time of the year because everybody's happy. Almost. I can't say everybody, but most people are happy when you're out and doing things. Unless you're waiting and you've waited too long to go shopping and you're trying to find that certain thing and it's already gone and you're not going to get it. Then you get a little pissy, and then you find those people.
They call me Scrooge around my house.
Yeah. I'm definitely a Scrooge. I don't, I love the time of year, though. I love the music. Christmas music makes me happy, and I'll go around singing it. I was at the bank today, and they were listening to Christmas music, and I'm like, it's not even Thanksgiving. We're just like, God dang it.
People are jumping the gun.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So let's get into that a little bit here too with, just traditions, things that we're thankful for. This time of year, we always, my family, we do some things, for the betterment of the surrounding areas and things like that. It's kind of a tradition that we've had and we've adopted over the last, 10 or so years. It's a lot of fun and makes us feel good about ourselves, I guess. I don't know if that makes any sense. But, so that's what it's about. Stick around. Don't go anywhere. Everybody loves Thanksgiving for a certain reason. Me, obviously, it's the food.
I was going to say the pumpkin pie.
Yeah, it's amazing, right? So traditionally, we've, Mom always made a big turkey, and we had dressing, and we had every kind of thing, right? And then as we got older, we started going and growing, and I got married, and had my own family, so then. We were kind of, we'd go celebrate with her side of the family, and then my side of the family, and, that kind of thing. And sometimes we would cook for my side of the family or, and it's a lot of fun, getting together. And again, I know it's a time for giving thanks for, that's what it's for, to be thankful and give thanks to what we have and what we've done and in the future and all this stuff and just being around. But, for me, it's like I give thanks for all the great cooks I have in my family.
I'll bet.
I mean, dude, that's why I'm fat, because I eat. But, it's those times that, there's certain things that I look forward to for Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Turkey's great. Ham's great. We usually have one of each, a ham and a turkey. We've adopted my wife's grandmother's dressing recipe.
Okay.
Cast iron skillet, kind of thing. And it's amazing. It's so good. So very good. Pour a little gravy on the top of it. It's even better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, so there's things that I look forward to. Homemade macaroni and cheese.
Oh yeah.
And it's baked.
And
it's so good. That kind of stuff,
Keep on.
Come on with it. Now I wasn't a big fan when I was little. I wasn't a big fan of sweet potatoes or yams.
Yeah.
I just like marshmallows and stuff on top and all that. I just I don't think so. Nope, I'm not. No, I'm good with that. But now it's okay. I can eat it. The only thing I can't eat still is the cranberry sauce stuff. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
But it's because it's probably not fresh. It's the thing out of the can still
Yeah.
looks like a can.
Yeah.
I don't know who would even make that fresh. You know
It's
what
like
I mean?
the mold of the can. They just slice into little,
I know what the hell
little
is that?
coasters.
I know, what is that? And my parents, like, it's like the older people eat it
Yeah.
and they love it.
Yeah.
My dad's like, oh, it's so good. And he's just eating this gelatin stuff. And I'm like, what is that? Why would you even want that? It doesn't even look appetizing.
Yeah.
It still looks like the damn can it came out of, you know? But anyway, so there's some things that I truly look forward to. You know, the football games, obviously.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that's always a lot of fun. And I'm usually about half passed out from my food coma.
We're not playing this year, are we?
Who?
Chiefs? No. Okay. Okay.
No. So, you know, we always look forward to that, and it's one of those things that, you know, in our family, I'm usually half passed out from my food coma. You know,
yes.
And then once you get over all the food, there's the green bean casserole and the rolls, the homemade rolls, and all the, oh my gosh, so good. The green rice or whatever. A lot of people call it different stuff, broccoli casserole or green rice or whatever. I don't know what they call it, but we call it green rice in our house. And that, and like I said, the mac and cheese and the green bean casserole and the mashed potatoes and gravy and this dressing, and you know what I mean? It's like I bought some maternity pants to wear. You know what I mean?
That's why I have 3 pairs of overalls.
Yeah, that's right. So, you know, but our traditionally in my family, we've always got together and you know, my immediate family, as mom, you know, mom and dad and everybody, and then as our family kind of grew, obviously things change, and you can't do it on Thanksgiving anymore because everybody has other things to do, and now with my family, we're growing, you know. So Hayden and his fiance they have their thing that they have to do together. They go to Iowa to see her grandparents and stuff like that.
The older the kids get, it seems like the more complicated it gets to
Oh my God.
schedule.
I feel sorry for my wife because she does all that.
Yeah.
My wife is like, she's the family scheduler, right? I mean, she holds the schedule for everything that we do. You know, I just show up when they tell me to be there. You know, I'm like, what, we got something today?
Yeah.
Okay. You know what I mean?
I'm the same way.
Yeah, I just like, whatever. I'm there. Let me know. And but it's funny because we always had the traditional thing, and then as we've gotten older and our kids get older, they start doing their own thing and having their things that they have to do with their significant others and all that. It's great. It's still fine. It's still good, and we still get to get together and do it. But it's changed so much. But the food hasn't really changed. We've always kind of had the same.
As it should not.
Right. I don't. But some people every year it's something different. Is there anything that you guys? Is there something that you're like, oh yeah, Thanksgiving every year it's this?
Pretty much same thing every year. Like your typical turkey stuffing, mashed potatoes, macaroni and cheese.
And here's the thing: don't. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, that's kind of how I feel. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's right.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You are correct.
Give it up.
Yep.
Give it up.
Now, you know, back in the day, I remember going to my grandparents when I was a little kid, going to my grandparents and with our whole family for Thanksgiving, cousins and aunts and uncles and everything. And it was great. It was a lot of fun. It was kind of like a family reunion, really. The thing, the thing that is just all the salads that those older folks made. Some of them I don't have any idea. It reminds me of Christmas Vacation when she brought the Jell-O with the cat food in it. You know what I mean? It's like fruit and stuff, and this Jell-O, and then there's like whipped cream over it, and it's like, what in the hell is that? But they'd have pink stuff and green stuff, and it's like, I'm not eating that.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like you're supposed to eat it.
Yeah.
But people just have big gobs of it on their plate and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, whatever. I just want the basics.
Yep.
Just give me the basics. Give me the normal stuff that you think on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
You know.
And top it off with a bunch of whipped cream with a side of pumpkin pie.
Absolutely. A plate of whipped cream and a little
sliver of pumpkin pie in the middle.
And it has to be Cool Whip.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Cool Whip.
Cool Whip.
Why are you saying it like that? Singing like what? Cool Whip. No, but you know what I mean? Like, it has to be Cool Whip.
Yeah.
And now, I'm not saying that people out there can't make amazing whipped cream, whipped topping on their own, and it's better than Cool. I'm sure there will be, but it doesn't matter. Cool Whip's the best. Cool Whip's the best, and I can just eat it.
My mom makes her own whipped cream. That's nuts. It's so good.
Yeah, I'm just a Cool Whip guy.
Yeah,
I just want the Cool Whip bowl, and
I was at Walmart the other day. I almost thought about just buying a jug of Cool Whip and just bringing it over, just getting a spoon.
Now, some people will freeze it, put it in the freezer,
and
then they take it out and they slice it up and just eat it, like ice cream kind of.
That's kind of weird, but
that'd be good.
But that'd be awesome.
It'd be so good.
Yeah.
But I love pumpkin pie is good. Pumpkin pie is good, right? Pecan pie. Oh my God. Love it, dude. Love old pecan pie. And I'll even put whipped cream on my pecan pie.
Why not?
My pies look like a wedge of Cool Whip. I mean, it's on the sides and the back. All you can see is like a little piece of crust sticking up. You know, it's got a little wedge of Cool Whip. But and then we have my nephew's wife. She makes a chocolate pecan pie. Dude, it's something special. It is something. Have you ever had a fudge pie?
Probably.
Sure down in the South, fudge pies are really pretty common. You being from Arkansas and everything, I'm sure you've had one.
I'm sure I ate one before.
Yeah, I'm sure I had one of those things. But she makes a fudge pecan pie that is absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
And it's her grandmother's recipe and old school stuff. And dude, I'm like, she makes one every year. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I make sure that I cut the pot. I'm like, I'll cut it,
Yeah.
And I cut my piece. It's like a third of it. But, but we've always, our family has always been very traditional.
Yeah.
Like most, I think most families are pretty traditional. Sure. Now we've had some friends that they don't cook turkeys, they don't cook hams, they don't do that. They go out to dinner, on Thanksgiving, and I'm like, that's just not it.
Yeah.
I don't know that I would like that.
It's probably what I'm going to do tomorrow.
Go out for dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I
may run up to Denny's,
get the Grand Slam.
Yeah.
I don't. To me, it's just not. It's not the same. You know what I mean? Obviously, it's not the same. But I know a lot of people that just it's cooking and all that stuff's just not what they do. I think a lot of people also. And I can't say a lot of people. Myself, I think when you cook a meal like that, when you cook all the sides and all the stuff, it's made with so much love because you know what you're doing it for. It makes it better.
It's the key ingredient.
It is. It really is. It really is. And so you make it with all that, and then, it's like, okay, now we get to hang out with our family, even though some of them we don't like, Sometimes it's like that. You only see Uncle Jack once a year, and it's on Thanksgiving, and you're like, hey, how's it going? Good seeing you. And once you're done eating, he leaves, and everybody's like, he's gone. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. Yeah, we all have them. We all have them in our families, But I'm sure I might be the guy that when I leave, everybody's like, oh, damn, I'm glad.
Thank God Tate's gone.
Yeah, I'm glad he's gone. Jeez. But so truly, the Thanksgiving spirit. Mm-hmm. I love it, and I love it. Like I said, for those reasons, we get to sit down together, eat as a family, and kind of like you're supposed to. Mm-hmm. I think. Yeah. But then it rolls into the Christmas time thing.
Yep.
And I wish people would let Thanksgiving have its time.
Yeah. Nobody. It seems like it's like the ignored holiday now.
Yeah, it's like really it's Halloween, Christmas.
Yeah.
They just skip right over Thanksgiving. And I'm like, guys, you're missing a really good one here. Halloween, everybody, decorates their house for Halloween, puts ghosts and spiders everywhere and stuff like that. And then all of a sudden it's like the next thing you see in their yard is Christmas lights on their house and a big Santa Claus out in the front yard, big blow up Santa Claus. You're like,
it's like, what does that have to do with Thanksgiving?
Yeah. I mean, where's the turkey?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And my wife has tried to move up, putting up the Christmas tree why don't we do it Thanksgiving night? Yeah, because I'll be passed out. So I don't, if you guys want to do it, go ahead. I'm not going to help, So I'm like, okay, a week after Thanksgiving, which would be around the first of the year.
Okay.
Or first of the year. First of the year. Damn, I know. First of the month, first of December. Yeah. Okay, put it up. I'm all good with it. But don't do it before Thanksgiving.
I'm even okay with the day after Black Friday, man. Throw the tree up if you want.
I just think it's I don't know. I don't know. I'm different about that. And again, that's where my Scrooge comes in. You know what I mean? I kind of like, no, I'm not ready. I'm not ready to put the tree up. I'm not ready to get all that stuff out. It takes like 4 days. To get it all out and set up. And we got a 12-foot tall Christmas tree. And I'm like, good God. Yeah. I'm up on a ladder, which is never safe for me. You get my fat ass up on a ladder. And
get you some stilts, man.
Some drywall shoes.
I'm going to get me some stilts.
So, and then the thousands of decorations you put on the tree.
Yep.
And then the thousands of decorations you put up. We wrap the lit garland up the stairwell, and we do all the, and it's like, it looks amazing. It's so pretty in the house, and you get used to it for like that month. You get used to the Christmas atmosphere.
Yeah.
And then it's like, once you put it all away, you're like, damn, my house is empty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, this is boring. It's like, but I just wish that we could, I wish there was a date. Like we could make a date. Like you can't put up your Christmas tree before the 1st of December or the 31st, the very last day.
You're all about this, like not on Black Friday or anything.
Don't do it. No, don't do it. Actually, even tonight, she was like, what if we get you want to help me get the Christmas decor? I was like, nope, got podcast going tonight. I can't help you. And so she's like, oh, man. But.
Well, let me ask you this, which it's not Christmas yet. So no. I guess this is kind of trailing off into Christmas conversation, but how late do you keep your tree up? To New Year's?
We go, I think, the day after New Year's.
See, if it were me, I would put it up day after Thanksgiving, take it down day after Christmas.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you're done just after Christmas?
Yep. If it's done,
the 26th, boom. We're done.
Yep.
Well, so here's one of the reasons we don't. Because, again, like how family has, you got to do this with this family, this with it. We have Christmas at our house for my family, my side of the family. But it's always after Christmas sometimes, so we have to keep it up for a few days after because – schedules don't allow people to come the day of Christmas or Christmas the day after Christmas. So it's like the 27th or something like that.
I would do it the weekend before.
Most of them already have something to do then too. So
these lights are burning my electricity.
These LED lights cost me a lot of money. But, not to get too far into Christmas because that'll be another show. We'll have a Christmas episode also, but I mean, just the holidays. This holiday time is a great time, and obviously Thanksgiving is meant to be giving thanks for what we're thankful for, whether it's your health or whatever it is, and so if you think about things like that, and you truly like, okay, what am I truly thankful for? At the end of the day, if today was your last day,
okay,
and you had to, and you were sitting there, and God said, "Listen, I need you to give me your top 2 or 3 things that you are thankful for, truly, truly thankful for." Mm-hmm. Doesn't have to be in any kind of order, just your top 3. What would that be? What would you sit down and go, as today is my last day? what would it be that you would say, okay, here's what I'm truly thankful for? What would that be? What's that look like for you?
Well, I'd say first and foremost, it's going to be family. Obviously, that's the generic thing everybody always says.
Right.
But, I mean, it's true. My parents, siblings, my girlfriend, daughter, my dogs even.
Yeah.
It's like just got to have them.
Yep. Yep.
My Ford Bronco.
Your 1982 Ford Bronco.
85.
Or 85 Ford Bronco.
I don't drive that old stuff. Oh, God.
It's hard for me. I mean, obviously family. You think family and friends, you kind of lump them together. And we could talk about that for an hour.
Sure.
Each family member and friend, why we're so thankful for them. I have friends. I have a couple great friends that I could call at any time of the day or night or Christmas morning and go, hey, I have an issue. And they would be there. No questions, no, give me 5 minutes, you know what I mean? Or whatever it is, they would show up and be like, okay, what do we got to do?
Pooch, where do I bury this body?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. But so I have a few, just a few. I mean, that are those kind of people. I have a lot of friends, if that makes any sense. And I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for my friends that, like you said, the musician friends and that kind of thing. When you're able to have a lot of friends, or not even a lot of friends, just a handful of friends, you have your really, really close friends, the ones that are more like family, the ones that know you better than any, they're the ones that keep the secrets that can't get out.
Sure.
You know what I mean? You have a few of those, and I'm fortunate to have those. And then I'm fortunate to have the other friends that, again, if I call them, they're going to be there, but they might be like, hey man, I'm eating. Can you wait 30 minutes? You have those friends.
Yeah.
And it's like, you got to have those friends, of course the music, I'm thankful for things like, I'm thankful that my dad introduced me to music.
Yeah.
I'm truly thankful for that, because a lot of people, it's kind of weird. I've met a handful of people that music isn't a big deal. They're not. They don't like music. I mean, it's not they don't like it. They just don't care about it. It's just like, if a radio's on, they don't care if it's country, rock, pop, jazz, blues. They don't care.
Yeah.
It's just noise to them. They don't listen to a certain artist, or they don't like a certain genre. It's just like, yeah, whatever you guys want. I don't care.
Idiots.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is.
How do you, for me and you and other artists and musicians and stuff, music is our life, as far as it's our driven thing. It's what's in us, that thing that keeps us going. So for somebody to not like music like that, or not know music, it's just they don't know it. They just don't know music, and how music is a moving thing for your body. I mean, it's soul. It feels good, right?
Yep.
So I'm really thankful that my dad introduced me to music.
Yeah.
And that I had some older siblings that introduced me to other kinds of music, and not just country music. And it brought the pop and rock music into it. And then as I grew and my musical taste, grew, and I got to expand and kind of get out of, the country and rock thing. And I got to, some alternative stuff and heavy metal and things like that. Then it's like your music palette is full of so much cool stuff.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So I'm really thankful for that. I'm
Absolutely.
really, really, really thankful for that. I'm thankful, like I said, my family and my friends, but I'm really thankful for music. And I know that might sound dumb and whatever. People might not get it.
I'm right there with you.
But it's true. That's a true thing.
It is.
That is going to be my top three for sure. And not to get like spiritual or religious or anything like that. I'm really thankful that I have a strong, how do I say this? I have a strong belief in spirituality. I have a strong spirituality belief.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't believe certain things as maybe a Catholic person would believe.
Sure.
We're a little different, or a Buddhist, or not that they're wrong or better or worse.
Yeah.
It's just we have different beliefs, and even in the non-denominational world,
sure,
I question a lot of things.
Yeah,
because
same way.
You know what I mean? Because
Uh-huh.
I know there's a higher power.
Mm-hmm.
And I know there's something that drives us in that way. But then there's a ton of questions in that. Even.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
But
Yep.
for all intents and purposes, I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for being open-minded enough to let it in,
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's a again, and I talk to people who are atheists, or I talk to people who are highly religious and highly, I don't know they're so intense in their religion,
Borderline fanatical.
Yeah, very much so fanatical about it. You know what I mean? So, but I'm really thankful that I don't have to go to a church.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I don't have to go to church. I don't have to go to a place, because if you believe in the spiritual thing and the higher power, we are the church. It's not the building. It's the people in the building. That's the church. So I believe that we can hold a congregation and have a service right here in this room. Mm-hmm. It doesn't have to be or out in my yard, or doesn't, you know what I mean, anywhere. So I believe like that, but some people don't. Some people think you have to go to that building, and you have to go, and if you don't go every day or every Sunday or Wednesday and Sunday or whatever, if you don't do what you're supposed to do, then you're not, you're not doing it. You're not doing the right thing.
Not doing it right.
Yeah, you're not doing it right, man. So for me, it's kind of like, and I know people might freak out when I hear it say this, but for me, it's kind of like fishing. Kevin Rogers said something. If you have a pole and a bait and you're in the water, you're doing it right. You're fishing.
Yeah.
Might not catch anything, but you're fishing.
But you're fishing.
You know what I mean? So that's kind of how I take on the religion part of my life. It's I do it the way that I believe it to be.
Yeah.
And
just like music.
It's just like music. So I would say for me, family, friends, and I'm really thankful for music.
Yeah.
Obviously, because music has done so much for me and my family.
Yeah.
But thankful for the music, and I'm thankful for the people who write, the songwriters. Holy cow! Mm-hmm. There's so many great songwriters out there. I'm not one of them, but there's so many great ones. That we listen to the music that we love from the artists that we like or whatever.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh my gosh, somebody wrote that song. Somebody sat down and put a pen and a paper or typed it on a computer, whatever, and they wrote that. How cool is that? And how awesome is that?
Yeah.
And anyway, not to get off on a musical thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I was just like, golly,
Sure.
I'm so thankful for that, because it has moved and shaped my life.
Yeah.
And I think it has so many millions and millions of people. It's just done the same thing. So I'm very thankful for that.
Me too. It's like I'll look at, like you said, your close friends and everything, and I look at my handful of friends. It's like, I wouldn't know any of them if it weren't for music.
Absolutely. I've met some of the best people, the sweetest, kindest, people through music. I've met some terrible people through music, but it's like, music has brought so many different things. Like even here in town, you look at the bands and the people here in town, that we know, and they're like, oh my God, I would never know that person.
Yeah,
I would never know anything about that person, how talented they are, or whatever, if it wasn't for music.
Yep.
And you think about that, it's kind of weird. So yeah, definitely thankful for the music. I'm thankful for my family and friends. Thankful for my kids. Man, sometimes, I mean, and you're a dad. Do you ever think like sometimes you're like, damn, I'm screwing this up real bad? I do sometimes. Sometimes I'm like, bless. I maybe should have done this. Maybe should have done this like 15 years ago. You know what I mean? Or, it's like, oh my God, what was I doing that I didn't see that? Or how could I have helped them in another way But yeah, and it's like, oh, I mean, you failed there. That's good job, Dad. Way to go, dipshit. You really, you know what I mean? It's like, golly, man. I look at things like that, but I'm thankful for my kids because they're forgiving, but they're almost like not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, sometimes, you know, Hayden, especially now, he's 25, and every once in a while he'll just look at me and go, not good. Not good. You did this.
I give you a C.
Yeah.
I give you a C.
You did some solid D work right there, Dad. Good job.
That's what she said.
Yeah, well, yeah. Oh, yeah, okay. Anyway, my wife is telling me she's getting her eyebrows done.
Okay. Well, that's good.
Yeah, okay, good.
Keep you abreast of the situation.
Yeah, abreast of it. All right, Thanksgiving, man. There's no Thanksgiving songs.
There's Adam Sandler put out a Thanksgiving song. But I mean, no,
there's really no Thanksgiving songs.
Yeah, there was one Christmas song that everybody says it was written. Yeah, they say Jingle Bells was actually written for Thanksgiving. That's what it...
Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh, o'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtails ring, making spirits bright. Oh, what fun it is to ride and sing and sling it, whatever it is. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Now the ground is... What is it? Now the ground is white. Something dun dun dun. Get a bobtail nag to 44 is speed. It's whatever.
Well, Jingle Bells.
Crack, you'll take the lead. Oh, Jingle Bells.
Crack will take the lead.
And crack, meaning crack the whip.
Oh,
and crack will take the lead.
It was a drug reference. So, according to the Washington Post.
Okay.
The Washington Post.
According
to the Washington Post, Jingle Bells is a classic song sang at Christmas time, but it didn't start out that way.
Okay.
First, it was published in 1857, written by James Lord Pierpont. Pierpont?
Okay, anyway, sure.
To be sung on Thanksgiving, not Christmas.
Really?
Yeah.
Jingle bells, huh? Jingle bells. There's nothing about food in there.
No. Nothing about
giving thanks.
Eating pumpkin pie with Cool Whip on the side. Belly full of bird. I'm not going to finish that.
Headed to the bathroom to leave a big old turd. Oh. No, I mean, what... There's nothing. You said it, not me. Yeah, I know. There's nothing to go on for Thanksgiving there.
Yeah,
like it doesn't have like a thankful kind of like overtone. It's more about riding a horse-drawn sleigh in the snow, and listening to the bells.
Yeah,
on the stuff jingle. I don't get it. Well, Lord Pierpont. You're a moron. Whatever.
Lord Pierpont.
Whatever his name. Wasn't it something Lord?
Was it James Lord Pierpont?
Yeah, well, James, you're an idiot. You're an idiot.
Gotta take him to the bus station.
Yeah, gotta take him to the bus station. But, there's not any that I know of. Like I said, there's no Thanksgiving songs.
Yeah.
We should write one.
Let's do it right now.
We should write a Thanksgiving song.
Give me a lyric.
All right, here we go. Ready?
Lay down a groove.
Lay down a groove. Give me 3 words that have to do with Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah. God.
But you know what I mean? So there's no Thanksgiving songs that I know of. So somebody needs to write a Thanksgiving song.
Tell Craig Morgan that. It'll make you want to.
Oh, he took Bonfire and made it a Christmas song. the Christmas version of Bonfire.
Did he really?
Yeah, don't. Is
it bad?
Oh yeah. I was like, Michael, and he just looked at me and said, "Don't."
Just don't even ask.
Don't. I'm like, all right, I won't. But no, so somebody needs to write a Thanksgiving song. Now there are Christmas songs that are about being thankful for different things and all that, and the time of year and all that. But it's nothing that says, "Hey, Thanksgiving."
Yeah,
we're thankful for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Or this is the time of year that we are thankful for, whatever. It's just there's not a thing out there that's been written, I don't think.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we'll get that ready and have it out by
next year,
Thanksgiving of 2022.
Yeah. We'll make the Thanksgiving song. Funny, we did a episode about sounds like songs, like songs, and somebody put on TikTok the Chris Stapleton Tennessee whiskey and the what was her name? The
Etta James.
Was it Etta James?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were like, that's weird.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, it's the same song.
Yeah.
He just I don't understand how they're not just jumping all over it,
And who's to say they haven't settled on it?
Yeah, maybe so.
Who knows?
Maybe so.
Who knows?
And maybe he said, "Hey, listen," and he sent it to their people and said, "Listen, I'm doing this song just that way. Are you good with it?" You know what I mean? We're using the boom, 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 black. You know what I mean? That whole thing.
He doesn't seem like a screw him.
No, for sure. Yeah, not him. But anyway, well, this can be a short one.
Yeah,
this is a short one. Thanksgiving and rolling into Christmas time. My favorite season, my favorite part of the year. Obviously, deer hunting and into Christmas with the Thanksgiving meal and all that. So we got a couple of them this week already. So pants already don't fit. So this just makes it worse. So I mean, like I said, I think this year, coming towards the end of the year already, we're already 2021's almost gone.
Yeah.
Isn't
that stupid?
It's so weird looking into 2022. I'm pretty excited about getting out and playing a lot more music. And kind of doing what I'm supposed to do. But I'm also, there's some things, I don't make New Year's resolutions because it never works. My New Year's resolutions have never panned out. They've never worked. I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to do this. Never happens. So I'm not making a resolution. I'm going to make a change in myself.
Yeah.
I have to
transition.
Like a transition. Transitioning into a better person.
Tracy Stevens.
Yeah. Oh.
Tracy with an I.
Yeah. With an I.
Just so we all understand.
Just so we all get it. No, but
by the way, you would make an extremely ugly woman.
Yeah, I know.
No offense.
I know.
So don't take that the wrong way.
You remember when we were at the Opry? I don't know.
Yes.
And I dressed up as a maid, like a French maid.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
bud. That's what I do.
It's so funny you mentioned that. Like after you went on the X Factor and did all this stuff, everybody's like, "Oh man, Tate, you know Tate." And everything. I'm like, yeah. I was like, man, is it crazy, knowing this famous person and everything? I'm like, I
know him because the dude dressed up in a French maid outfit.
He's done that. I had to stand behind him and play bass to Elvis songs while you wore the jumpsuit. It's just like, dude, it's.
I will tell you, listen, that was so much fun. The Elvis thing was so much fun. Just because I obviously I'm not an Elvis impersonator by any means or anything like that, but we all think we are Elvis at one point. You know what I mean? When we're singing an Elvis song, you kind of have that. You kind of go right into the Elvis thing.
Yeah.
And it's just natural. You know what I mean? It's just natural. You cannot sing an Elvis song and not try to have a little bit of the
yeah.
You know what I mean? So
if I'm ever playing a show and somebody's like, "Oh, can you do some Elvis?" You know what I immediately go to, and nobody ever knows it, like the band included. Nobody ever, Kentucky Rain.
Oh, wow.
I start playing Kentucky Rain, and you're the first person I ever played Kentucky Rain with. It was the Elvis show.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, that's just, the do 7 years ago. And it's like nobody has it. No clue what I'm doing. And
it's so good.
It's funny to me, but not to anybody else.
Yeah. Like I said, I know we're kind of getting off on a little musical thing, but it's kind of funny, doing that kind of thing. I think it's after the X Factor came, obviously we were doing it for real as far as, this is my career, this is where we're going. So some of that stuff wouldn't translate into what I do now,
Right.
But it was so much fun back then to just, who cares? It didn't matter. You know what I mean? And I guess it still doesn't matter at the end of the day. You know what I mean? But it was a lot of fun to do those kind of shows where there was no. It was just like I'm making fun of myself.
Yeah, exactly.
Basically,
exactly.
And it worked, and it was great. And the people down there, they ate it up. They loved it.
The dumber that you can act,
and
man,
and just the more cheese ball.
Oh yeah,
cornball thing. It just works for them people, and sometimes it's fun. Sometimes it's a little much, but sometimes it's fun. But getting back to that, doing the Elvis thing, you can't sing an Elvis song without trying to do Elvis.
Oh, I know.
You know what I mean?
Well, here's a good story about that. The other day, so we're in the car and they're talking about Christmas music, and I was like, this is one of my favorite Christmas albums. I'll put it on real quick.
Yeah.
It was the Elvis Christmas album,
Crazy.
And so what do I go to immediately? I go to, yeah. And so we're listening to that, and like it gets through a verse and a chord or whatever, and I'm sitting there, my daughter's in the back seat, and of course, like everything that I say or do, my kid is like, "Dad, you're not doing it right," or "You're not funny, Dad.
Yeah, that's
you're not
stupid."
Just tries to take it out of me any chance she gets. So the second or third verse, whatever it is, it hadn't come up yet, but I was sitting there, I was like, "Oh, him dreaming." It's just like, Dad, that's not how he sings it. And I'm driving, I'm just looking straight for it. I'm like, "Oh, just wait." So I said, "Oh, just wait."
Yep.
And so I'm driving, and then all of a sudden it comes up. Yeah. And he's like, "Oh, dreaming." And I look back in my rearview mirror, and she's sitting there like biting her lip, just didn't want to give me the satisfaction of knowing that she's laughing.
That's funny, dude. That's good stuff. Well, it's like I don't know why we're talking about Elvis, but it's so like I said, singing those songs, you gotta
oh yeah,
and you can't and the more not like him, the better it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, the more cartoonish you get about it.
Don't even enunciate your words. Just you know what I mean? It's like, what am I saying? It doesn't even matter. But anyway, no, man, that's what music does, and that's the thankfulness for me. It just comes out every time in anything. But this whole thing, this whole year, man, it's winding down quickly, but I'm like I said, with the not New Year's resolution, but just kind of a change for myself because, I need to be a better person. I need to make sure that people around me know how much I love them and all that.
Yeah.
I need to do it because I think there's been a few years where, maybe I wasn't that person. And not that I'm not mean by any means, I don't think, but maybe I haven't said the things I should have said or been thankful or shown that I was thankful for people, and when I really am. So, that's kind of my change for the year, and I'm gonna try not to eat as much, but probably not gonna. That's probably not gonna work. But
starting Black Friday, I'm gonna try to not eat as much.
Starting Black Friday. After Black Friday, I'm done. I'm not going to eat. I'm not going to eat for a month.
Now, are you going anywhere in particular for Thanksgiving, or just staying?
No, we're home. We're home. Yeah, I'm not going anywhere. But yeah, we used to go to Memphis every other year. So that was one of our traditions. We'd go to Memphis to see her family. Yeah, because my wife's from Memphis. So, we'd go down and see her grandparents and aunts and uncles and everything down there. But
I ever tell you about? I took a trip to Memphis a few years ago. Yeah, he is down
He's
there,
so mad.
just barking away.
Yeah,
he's like, "Hey,
I'm down here." Yeah, what's that?
There it is. But no, I took a trip down to this has been maybe 10 years ago. And they have a zoo down there.
Oh, it's a great one.
Yeah.
Good one.
And so we go down there and they're like, all right, we got to shut everything down because there's a bear that got out of there and went missing.
Nice.
And so it's like, okay, I know what this bear is. Apparently it's just wreaking havoc all over the area and everything. And so what?
The bear.
There's this huge bear just wreaking havoc all around Memphis. So so they're like, okay, we've tried to catch this bear and everything's, going wrong. So they find this apparently there's this violinist in the area that just has the most soothing sound coming from his violin.
Nice.
And so they're like, okay, our last ditch effort, we're going to hire this guy. He's going to come in and get this bear. And because his violin playing has been known to be so beautiful that it could soothe the savage beast. So can't remember the guy's name. We'll call him Pete. Old Fiddlin' Pete. We got old Fiddlin' Pete coming in, So they get him in and they're like, all right, last we heard he was around, this section of town, so we're going to go track him down. Take old Fiddlin' Pete with us.
Right.
So they go over there and we're standing there and Fiddlin' Pete, they see the bear. He steps out a little bit and starts playing this just beautiful song. Like we're over there just, almost in tears because it's so
beautiful.
Such a beautiful song. And the bear just kind of like starts walking over and just kind of stops what he's doing and just looks at him. The guy gets done with the song. All of a sudden, the bear just reaches over and just takes his head right off.
Yeah, nice.
And we're just like, ah.
Yeah.
Just like, dude, what are you doing? And the bear turns around and goes, huh?
Oh, it's so bad, dude. God.
I don't. So who are we gonna call?
Oh yeah, Ghostbusters. We'll try it. Here, let's try this. Let's try my dad. Since we were talking about Thanksgiving and family and all that, let's try my dad. God, it's so loud. He probably won't answer.
Yo.
Surprise! You're on a podcast.
What's up?
What are you doing?
we're podcasting. AJ and I are up here in our podcast studio, and this is a new segment we have in the podcast called Surprise. You're on a podcast, and we just call people at random times and random things, and just talk to them. So, surprise, you're on a podcast.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, neat, huh?
Tate Stevens.
Oh my God!
and AJ Kronk.
Yes, sir.
Oh, anyway, so all right. For those who want to know, I called my dad just to for Surprise You're on a Podcast, just to hear him. So we're talking about this episode is truly about Thanksgiving and kind of the things we're thankful for, and obviously we were both thankful for our family and our friends and everything. And I said, I'm really thankful for my dad introducing me to music. Because of what it's done for what, through music, things have happened in my life for me and my family that would have never happened if I wasn't introduced to music like that. So, yeah. So I thought I'd call you.
Yeah, but you know what? You took to music like a fish takes to water. It was just so natural. And it was it was fun too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Especially when I got you to listen to me.
Well,
take some of the stuff I was offering there, trying to help you a little bit when you'd actually listen and do it,
Yeah,
but,
sure. Yeah, but I had to learn on my own.
You turned out so great. AJ on the band.
Yeah, well, yeah. There's always that. Oh, well, we always ask people. Before I get into that, we were talking about traditions. And we've always had the tradition of our family Thanksgiving. We've always had turkey and dressing and potatoes and everything, which I kind of was a little. This year we didn't have any dressing. This year, over at the other place, we didn't have any.
Yeah, but that was Corey. That was Corey's first time.
No, I know
of hosting.
Yeah,
and doing the turkey, and he didn't realize since he did the turkey that he was supposed to dress too.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah. The turkey was great. Yeah, the turkey was great. He did a good job on the turkey, and all the sides were great and all that. But we were talking about that. Did you have, when you were growing up, did you guys have any Thanksgiving things that were religiously done during the Thanksgiving time? Did you go to your grandma's, or did you go to another family members or anything like that? Did you guys do that when you were growing up?
Yeah, when I was really, really young, like 2, 3, 4 years old, we would always drive about 60 miles or so to my grandmother's and my grandfather's house, and we would have my Aunt Jo and Uncle Bill, and we'd all be there for the big feast. And just, kind of some fellowship, sitting around talking and listening to some type of sports.
Yeah.
And then we did one year try to do it at my aunt's house. And that turned out to be just a little bit more than we could handle.
Yeah.
My aunt, of course, only my family realizes, my aunt and my uncle were completely 100% blind.
Yep.
And it was a little difficult, but they wanted to host.
Yeah.
So we let that happen that one year, and then the rest of the time it would be at our house, and we had. We'd go up and get my aunt and uncle and my grandma.
Yeah.
And by that time, my grandfather had passed.
Right.
And bring them to our house, and they'd stay for a couple of days, and then we would do that for Thanksgiving, and then at Christmas we would turn around and do it again.
Right.
But at Christmas, every Christmas Eve, we had to go to church. I mean, that was a given.
Yeah.
And my mom, my grandma, my aunt, that was just the three of them. We went to church.
Oh yeah.
And we do the candlelight services, and then we'd go home and usually drink a little eggnog, and my brother and I drink eggnog, and they would have the good eggnog.
Right.
Get the party started.
Yeah.
But it's always one of the big traditions is we'd have to go to church.
Oh yeah.
On Christmas Eve as a family.
Right.
And when we could get my dad to break away, he'd come with us, and that was just a thing we did every year.
Yeah.
As long as I can remember.
Yeah. So grandma and grandpa, they hosted Thanksgiving though most of the time.
Well, they would host one, usually Thanksgiving.
Right.
But there were some times that they actually hosted Christmas, and we would host the Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah.
But usually, grandma. Well, my grandmother was old.
Well, I'm talking about my grand. Not your grandma. Like Nellie would.
You mean Oval, Burton Oval?
Yeah, no, but I'm saying on your side for your family, HC and Nellie would host Thanksgiving for their family after your grandma or my great grandma got too old to kind of do it. They would go get her and Joe and Bill and bring them over and have Thanksgiving at your place.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then after a while, we did Christmas too.
Right.
And then Bill died and my grandpa died, and we moved my grandma in with us. We tried to leave her in her house.
Right.
She had a big 3-story house in Columbus, Ohio, and we tried to leave her there on her own.
Right.
We'd go up every 5 or 6 days and check on her and help her get groceries and make sure that she was doing okay.
Right.
But it got to the point. Well, Aunt Joe fell down her basement stairs and broke her hip. My grandmother got in a cab because she couldn't get a hold of Josephine.
Oh.
So she got into a taxi and went over to Josephine's house looking for her.
Oh, and they found her in the basement on the ground.
Found her at the bottom of the basement steps.
Oh.
And so Grandma called 911, and then she went back, and she was going back down the stairs to see what she could do to help Joe until the paramedics got there, and my grandma fell. Oh. And they were both laying at the bottom of the stairs with broken hips.
That's crazy. Crazy.
So
oh boy. God. That's crazy.
It really was.
Well,
but after that, is we moved Grandma in with us,
right?
And Joe would we'd make arrangements for Joe to come down.
Yeah.
And then my mom's other sister, her and her husband came once. And then her sister Margaret passed away, and then the rest of Margaret's family, other than their daughter, she'd come and she'd bring her kids, and but Art wouldn't. He wouldn't do anything. He was too good for that. And hey, he was a neurosurgeon. Well, that's very famous in Rockford, Illinois area.
Oh, nice.
So best to him,
Yeah.
But
well, that's good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yep. I will. We got to ask you 3 questions now. This is part of the thing. So 3 questions quickly. Favorite food?
Oh my God! Favorite food?
Favorite food?
Chinese.
Chinese food. Okay. Favorite movie?
10 Commandments.
10 Commandments. Good one. Great one.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a great one.
Yeah.
Favorite ice cream? Favorite flavor?
Chocolate
ice cream.
Chocolate.
All right, then. Well, that's it. Well, thanks for answering the call. And, now you can say you were on a podcast.
Hey, that's awesome, man.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys later. And, All right. Tell Mom I said hi.
All right, son. Have a good one, AJ. It's good to hear you.
You too. Absolutely.
All right.
Man, you guys having fun even.
Oh, yeah. We are. We're having a good time. We'll talk to you soon.
All right.
Okay. Bye-bye. Yeah, bye.
Bye.
Well, that was my dad. That's him. He hasn't changed a bit. All right. Well, you know what? Being thankful is a really good thing. And like I said, thankful for my family and friends and music. And, so
And thankful for your new TikTok channel.
New TikTok, Tate Stevens Music. TikTok. Go follow me on TikTok.
Apparently, we're going to post a video.
We're going to post a video here in a minute.
Yeah.
So anyway. All right, guys. Thanks for listening to the Sweet Life podcast. Make sure you subscribe to YouTube. Leave us a rating, 5-star rating on Apple Podcast, and leave us a review. And if you want to hear something, you want us to talk about something, or you just want to know something, let us know.
Absolutely.
All right. We'll see y'all next time. Thanks for listening.
Ain't this a sweet life?
Hey guys, thanks for listening. Want to ask a question for a future episode? Well, hit us up on Facebook or Twitter with hashtag SweetLifePodcast. And be sure to give us a 5-star rating and hit that subscribe button. Leave us a review on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Stitcher, or wherever you get your podcasts. Make sure you follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter to stay up to date on the latest news and information for the Sweet Life Podcast. And we'll see you next time.